developers never paid for renders. They paid for something that helped them sell billion that doesn't exist yet. The render was always just a tool. And yes, with some ambition to make it beautiful, but the real goal has always been to sell square meters. That's why the strongest studios aren't worried. They moved beyond selling renders years ago. AI isn't replacing the industry of showing architecture before it's built. It's replacing a highly technical workflow, the traditional full 3D pipeline, especially for low-quality 3D renders. For businesses selling square meters, it doesn't matter how you created images, as long as they help sell the project and they are delivered quickly. In reality, the market for low-budget projects has shifted from cheap quality 3D renders to imperfect AI-generated images. They are faster, cheaper, and let them create many more different images. So, if your only skill is knowing how to use 3ds Max without being able to consistently deliver a great final image, then the market simply doesn't need that skill anymore. But artists with experience and trained eye who take responsibility for brilliant outcome will definitely produce better results, and that advantage is incredibly important. Any part of the market won't be replaced by AI itself. It will be replaced by people who use AI and whatever other tools are necessary more effectively. So, the real competition in high-end architecture and real estate is no longer happening at the image level. Developers compete by finding better ways to present and sell their projects, to capture attention and convince people to buy. And that's where architectural visualization 2.0 begins. The real estate industry doesn't need just beautiful images anymore. It needs competitive marketing solutions, architectural films, interactive websites, digital twin sales platforms, and many other services built on top of great imagery. The render becomes raw material. The real value moves up the ladder. The 6-stage evolution of ArchViz. Stage number 1, amazing photorealistic and cinematic render. This is now an entry ticket. The skills are composition, lighting, color theory, and some list of tools including 3D and AI. But they are no longer enough to stand out. Stage number 2, films about architecture and brands. Not just a camera fly-through, a story, a real film you want to watch, even you don't plan to buy any property. The skills are directing, editing, sound design, and of course color design. Stage number 3, property branding, creating the project's identity, positioning, and visual direction. The skills are branding, messaging, and art direction. Stage number 4, websites, the project's digital home, where the visuals are integrated into the user's experience. The skills are web design, interaction, and a solid understanding of front-end development. Stage number 5, digital sales gallery, an interactive sales tool the developer's team uses every single day. The skills are UX, real-time interaction, configurators, sales funnels, and product thinking. Stage number 6, the digital twin, a live, immersive, real-time environment where people can interact with architecture. The skills are Unreal Engine, large interactive scenes, and spatial data. So here's the conclusion. The higher you climb, the harder it becomes for AI to replace you. Architectural visualization is still about showcasing architecture, but through completely different methods. Because the real value isn't in images anymore. It's in taste, responsibility, and business understanding and accountability. Things no image generator has. Let's check the market leaders. I know it sounds a little bit like a theory, but let's look at the companies that have already built successful businesses in this industry. Number 1, DBOX. They started as an architectural visualization studio. Today, they position themselves as creative communications agency for real estate. Their products isn't a render. It's a branding, marketing, strategy, films, digital experiences, campaigns, and everything required to launch and sell a development. Visualization is still here, but it becomes just one piece of much bigger system, Neoscape. They followed a remarkably similar path. Today, they describe themselves as a strategic creative agency. Their offer combines visualization, but then branding, interactive experiences, digital products, marketing, and storytelling that help developers communicate and sell projects, not simply produce beautiful images. Some people even argue that Neoscape is now even larger than DBOX. There is no public data to verify that, but it shows how significant these companies have become. FORTES VISION. Finally, let me use our own studio as an example because I can actually show you how everything works behind the scenes because I have access to the data, the numbers, and the decision-making process. When we built FORTES VISION, we intentionally designed it around the same philosophy. Our goal has never been to sell renders. Our goal is to help developers sell architecture. For example, websites. Our production team and web designers work as one team from day one. That allows us to launch websites where visuals are seamlessly integrated into the user experience with cinematic motion and interactions that simply aren't possible when the website is treated as an afterthought. Digital sales platforms, an online sales platform with sales galleries, CRM integrations, and showroom functionality. The client isn't buying a folder of renders. They are investing in a system designed to help sell property. Digital twins. For example, our project, probably the largest real-time digital twin in the world, Seabreeze. More than 11,000 apartments exist inside one continuous interactive environment. It's no longer a collection of images. It's a product people can explore, interact with, and use to buy real estate. Today, the render is the foundation, extremely important, but the entry ticket. The real value is everything built on top of it. But don't try to climb all 6 stages at once. Just pick one and start there. And of course, use AI to execute faster, better, and at the greater scale. The pattern is the same across all 3 studios, despite being founded nearly 30 years apart. They stopped defending the traditional render artist workflow, and they started owning the entire system that helps sell the property. Unfortunately, studios that compete on renders will lose. Studios that understand their clients' problems, work to solve them, constantly look for ways to make their clients' lives easier, and make their entire process enjoyable are irreplaceable. That's what responsibility and genuine commitment look like. So here's my question. What's the first step you'll add to your business? Films? Branding? Websites? Digital sales galleries? Or do you still need the entry ticket? Welcome to RENDER.CAMP.